Mic check, 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 check. Is my audio there? Yes, my audio is there. Okay, fantastic. Wonderful, wonderful, fantastic. Love to see it. Oh, give me one moment. I'm just putting the last of my stuff together. Mute. Alrighty, hello, hi, welcome back. We've got some stuff to talk about. I'm gonna try to be a little bit brief because I don't want to waste people's time because for the most part this is really just, it's stupid, but there's like a bigger problem that is embedded in here that I want to talk about. So we're gonna talk about Drama Alert tweeting out about H3H3 talking shit about Markiplier. All right, like it's stupid. It's really stupid. Bear with me. So I'm going to show you what happened. Drama Alert tweeted out, Ethan Klein calls Markiplier a psycho after he blocked him. Shocky face, exclamation marks. Oh my fucking god, Keemstar is going to have a conniption. There's a picture of Markiplier, and then there's the video, right? So I'm going to play parts of the video. We'll talk about it a little bit. So let's go.
Cringe. How do people not? I've never seen this guy. I've never heard of him. How did people not call him out for faking this voice? It is so fake. And by the way, I'm going to go on record right now, and I'm going to say the same fucking thing about Markiplier. He fakes his voice from the beginning. That is not what he sounds like. Find a video of him younger. I haven't, but I'm telling you I'm right.
Because of course he hasn't, and he's telling you he's right. There's a video right here of Markiplier when he was in his 20s, and he sounds the same. But alas, go on.
Well,
but I'm telling you, he has the same voice. He's faking it. He is faking his fucking voice. There's no question in my mind. I was right about him, and I was right about Markiplier. Markiplier's psychotic like that. Like, he's a fucking psycho. You could tell. And so he is someone that can
hold on.
to faking his voice.
You can just tell.
You can absolutely tell.
Thank you for backing it. So he is a psycho, and he is capable of doing something that extreme, of faking his deep voice for like 20 plus years.
So, first off, you start to have to figure out whether or not they're just trolling, like, but the way it comes off to me, and maybe I'm wrong, is Ethan is, yeah, he's jealous. This is jealous. This is very Ethan being jealous, but go on.
He annoys me because
it's just
because of his voice, and because people like him and nobody else sees it like I do. And also he unfollowed me because I fucking tweeted a green pie.
There's the truth. I was gonna point you in that direction.
I'm not the only one. Listen, I'm not the only one. I know there's Markiplier haters out there.
There's probably a couple.
Join my new snark. We'll find each other. We'll turn it into a movement. Marcus Snarka-flyer.
See, people in the chat were already calling it. Ethan's just mad Markiplier blocked him. He didn't even block him.
Yeah, I'm mad about that. He muted me. Same thing. That's even worse than a block. That's like silence, peasant. I'm just saying. Snarkiplier. That's my new subreddit, guys. Let's get it.
So, you'll notice that there's already a couple of things wrong with what Drama Alert tweeted out. He's calling him a psycho. He's not calling him a psycho for blocking him. He does say that, and he blocked him, and then corrects it to say he actually muted him. So, first off, Drama Alert's just making shit up. Second off, he's just mad for, like, the dumbest reason. Allow him to continue.
Get it going.
Oh, God.
We will make our message known.
Of you.
I think somebody should create a subreddit called Markiplied, and it's about people that change their voice. And
Mark reapplied.
And we can include Hassan in there. We can include Pirate Guy.
Okay.
I'm sure there's more.
Well, we're waiting this whole scandal.
Okay.
Mark
did something
just
much
annoying.
worse.
He just annoyed me specifically.
He let his teammates
But I
die in World of
thought
Warcraft.
this subreddit is just about the voice.
I'm looking at chat. There's not one fucking person in this chat that's like, oh yeah, Markiplier's annoying. That annoys me.
Like I said, he's jealous. Not very many people like Ethan because he flips back and forth for lots of reasons. That hate, that dislike, that general distaste, people don't have that for Mark. It doesn't exist. I guess I should be a little bit clear here. Well, let's let him finish. We're almost done.
That's what annoys me. Don't you guys see?
But I don't know how many of these people have even been through the Markiplier era.
Oh, of course. If you've been through the Markiplier era, you would therefore not like Markiplier. All right, so I'm gonna be clear here. I've enjoyed Markiplier for a very long time. I didn't like his content right out the gate, but his voice is made out of butter. His voice has always been made out of butter, and I was just like, no, this guy's voice is made out of butter. When he's making content that I'm more into, this is gonna be fantastic. As he got older, he stopped making such screaming content all the time, and once he stopped screaming all the time, I was like, alright, I'm into this now. And I've been following Mark ever since. And arguably, I was kind of following him before that, his content wasn't quite for me. So, I've been through the Markiplier era, quote-unquote. The Mark gives strong himbo energy. Oh yes, he does. He gives very strong himbo energy, I agree. Well, welcome. Congratulations on stumbling across. We were talking about... I'm walking us through the H3 drama alert with Mark. So, from my understanding, Mark hasn't even addressed this, and I don't think he ever will, and we will talk about that. But, as you can tell, Ethan is jealous. People don't dislike Markiplier. You're gonna have a hard time starting a hate train against him. And in response, somebody also did. It's hilarious how he's, like, entirely wrong. His voice was a bit higher, but that's just because he was, like, 20. And here's this video.
I've been planning probably for the past few weeks. My parents have been planning for months. First time I walked down, I felt like this is where I should be.
That is the same voice. Look at him! Oh my god, his hair. We all looked like that when we were in our 20s. Banger. So, in response, people had been saying, well, you're stupid, subscribe to Markiplier. People have been actually answering this, people who enjoy Markiplier. So, Drama Alert then takes that and says, oh my god, Markiplier fans are triggered after H3 calls Markiplier a psycho for blocking him. So again, still the wrong information, not what Ethan actually said, but sure. Not watching all that anyway, subscribe to Markiplier by an account. Loverplier. And another one. I feel like if you get blocked by Markiplier, that says so much about you as a person. Wow, they seem so triggered, don't they? They seem so triggered, right? Right? That's what triggered sounds like. Right? So, here's the thing, have had enough? That's exactly what I'm getting at. There is no beef here. This is Drama Alert trying to start beef amongst fan bases. This isn't real beef between Mark and Ethan. This is clearly like jealousy on Ethan's part because Ethan is bad at hiding how he feels about things, but he's not actually beefing with Mark. Like, that's not a real thing that's happening. However, Keemstar over here is trying to forcibly cause infighting or outfighting between the fan bases. Right? So let's keep going, because there's more. Somebody went and found when Mark said that he muted Ethan and why on an episode of Distractable. An episode from 2022! June 27th, 2022. So let's play the clip, shall we?
Most uncomfortable thing no, but the most uncomfortable thing I've ever saw on Twitter was a tweet from Ethan Klein of H3H3, and I'm sorry for everyone that is reminded of this tweet, but it really existed, which was a GIF, and he said every time Hila is ovulating, and it was a GIF of someone filling donuts, I think Boston cream donuts. I'm just like, oh, why
Ooh.
why would you do this, why? And I'm just like,
Ethan just wanted everyone to know he's hitting that.
and man, he has been muted ever since. Like, my god. Anyway, I just wanted to remind everyone else that I had to witness that.
I wonder how many donuts were bought on that day because of that post.
Probably not many. You know, I didn't look at that and was like, boy, howdy, I want a Boston cream donut right now.
Why? Donuts are
Wow, what beef, what trigger, so oof. You see, like, this is nothing. This is a nothing burger. This is Ethan throwing shit at the wall, trying to be funny and make content while being a little bit salty, with Drama Alert trying to cause infighting amongst
Cringe.
the
How did
fan
people?
base. Like, they're trying to get, like, it's very, very, very silly. Nobody's saying Ethan can't post whatever the fuck he wants to post, but not everybody has to look at it if they don't want to look at it. It's very, very straightforward. But there's an extra thing in here that I want to talk about. This forced farmed outrage content. Because that's what this is. This is forced outrage. He's trying to start fights. He's trying to make people angry. If Ethan was obviously kidding, then why did Keemstar not pick up on that? Or did Keemstar pick up on that and not care? You see what I'm saying? Right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter? And then when people respond with, like, funny, goofy shit, he then takes that and tries to, like, fucking pull these people into arguments. Like, this is not a small channel. This is 774,000 followers on Twitter. And this person is how many? Right? Like, what are you doing? Why are you trying to start to force people to fight each other for what, your content, for your view base? Like, what are you doing? There's shit going on. Like, there's nothing to talk about. Do you know what I mean? There's things going on that you could talk about. But, like, this, what is this? And again, like I said, this is Ethan making up beef from 2022 that, again, like I said, this is not real. This isn't Ethan actually giving a shit, right? Like, this isn't Ethan real angry. This is Ethan, like, being dumb and goofy and making up fake shit and then making himself angry about it. Oh, it's silly, but there's one thing here also that I think needs to be touched on just a little bit, and it is just that it's important that Markiplier not respond, right? And everybody in here understands this, right? Like, if Markiplier responds, then it blows up, right? Then it turns into, like, it'll turn into a problem, no matter what Mark says. Like, it literally doesn't matter what Mark says. If Mark says anything, even acknowledges this, it's gonna turn into a big Twitter argument. And this is one thing that, like, at least Mark has been pretty good about for the majority of his career, is that he's very good at staying out of beef. He's very good at staying out, not getting baited by this kind of content, and getting into fights. Like, he's had, like, his joking beef with MatPat over, like, Five Nights at Freddy's shit, and, like, him and Jack Septiceye having, like, goofing around, you know what I mean? And so, however, if Mark did respond, the amount of problems that would occur, and that is patently unfair, right? Because Ethan's allowed to joke however he wants, Keemstar's gonna profiteer on it, and then Mark's just stuck holding the ball, where he's like, well, right? Like, odds that he's even seeing any of this odds are he's not, which is good, but that doesn't mean it's unreasonable. It doesn't make any sense. And we allow this type of content to fester on YouTube so badly. Right? At least with, like, tabloid magazines, they're labeled as, like, everybody knows they're schlock. But with things like this, you have this direct interaction that doesn't exist in a magazine. Do you know what I mean? So, like, nobody's writing to TMZ, and then TMZ isn't printing that letter saying, hey, fuck George McFly over here. That's not what Drama Alert's doing. Drama Alert says some dumb shit, makes some shit up that is made up off of other shit that's just been made up, that then people are like, this is stupid. Like, because the Markiplier fans are like, this is dumb, and he takes those people saying it's dumb, replying to them directly, screenshotting them, and putting them on blast directly. It's not like he hid this person's @ handle, You know what I mean? So, like, it puts Mark in a bad spot. It puts Mark's fan base in a bad spot. It puts Ethan's fan base in a bad spot, but Ethan's fan base is almost always in a bad spot because of Ethan. So you see what I'm saying? So, like, you don't want... What Keemstar is doing is not only inappropriate, and it's been inappropriate for years. He's been doing this forever. This isn't new. It's just a very obvious example that I came across that I thought would be good to talk about. But it's more complicated than, wow, that's stupid and move on. Although I think that should be the correct response of most people, like, that's stupid, it's not for everybody. Doomed if you do, doomed if you don't. Right, so it's a good thing that the Markiplier fans, that Drama Alert's trying to fucking harass here for having an opinion that is not withstanding or problematic in any way. It's good that Mark's fan base is as positive and as, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Put together? Like, not falling for this kind of shit? Like, they're not interested? If they were, then you would have again, another big unnecessary blow up over fucking nothing. Because Ethan said something fucking stupid as a half joke. Because again, I do not think that Ethan is kidding. I think he's half kidding. He's making a joke, he's having a goof, but he very much is actually irritated by these things. Grounded, thank you. Yes, grounded is a fantastic word. They're very grounded, at least in the ones that are being shown here. But that doesn't mean every Markiplier fan is going to be. That doesn't mean every Markiplier fan isn't going to go over to H3H's podcast or go over to Keemstar's place and fucking start talking shit. But that's the point, right? That's what H3H3 wants. That's what Drama Alert wants. That's what Keemstar wants. They want to skim off of Mark's fan base and drag Mark's fan base through the mud. It's a cheap way to get views off of other people's work. It's bottom feeder behavior. And like it's not like these guys are small. Keemstar's not a small creator. Ethan's not a small creator. They don't need to try to pony off of Mark's audience to try to, like, make Mark's audience as toxic as they are, and good on the Markiplier fans for not getting caught up in it, at least so far. Again, this only happened January 29th. This was, what, last week? Yeah, this was last week. So, like, what? It's opportunistic bullshit trying to force other people to fight with each other outside of the desire of the WWE style YouTube that they're talking about. That's why, like, what the fuck is Ethan's wife getting into this for? Like, why are you encouraging him? Like, you know better, right? We don't even know if the people in here have been through the Markiplier era. Like, don't get me wrong, Markiplier can be a dick. Like, he's not gonna just roll over and, like he did with, recently with his, the series that came out on Prime. What's it called? Don't Sleep? Oh, my brain. Whatever it was called. He got in a tiff with the subreddit, with the Markiplier subreddit. And Markiplier didn't just lay over and be like, okay, we'll do it again. No, he was in there being like, no, fuck you. And he'll do it again. And so, like, it's just a matter of, like, picking your battles, I guess. But it's assuming that Mark is Edge of Sleep. Thank you very much. Yes, Edge of Sleep. Good God. Go. I think, I don't even know if it's available anymore. It was never available in Canada, I don't think. Go figure. But meanwhile, Ethan is doing this while the California shit was going on, and Mark's not streaming or making videos as much because of the fires, and was busy running around in his neighborhood with a chainsaw, cutting trees that had fallen down. Like, how much of a stupid little bitch do you have to be to try to take potshots at a guy who is trying to help out his local community by fucking, using an actual chainsaw going around his fucking neighborhood. Like, what are you talking about? And then for Keemstar to just start trying to throw grenades at a group of people that are suffering through the California fires. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, it's like the layers of how just shitty what they're doing is just, and I don't think people notice, because you do one of two things. You either go, oh wow, that's stupid, and you move on, or you don't know about it at all, or you get caught up in it, and you're just like, ew, Markiplier's voice. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Are you serious? Like, the layers of how fucking ridiculous this is. And like, again, the timing on it is just so fucking shitty. And so I wonder if this is purposeful. Right? Are they picking this time to do it on purpose because they know Mark's busy and isn't around and isn't gonna respond? Or are they doing this because what? Are they trying to help him? Like, what's the plan here, right? Like, it's just a shitty fucking thing to do. You know what I mean? Alas. Hey, come on, Ethan was ready to shoot houses with kids' waters guns. Give him some. No, he didn't. Did he say that? God, I've praised H3H3 before. Ethan manhandling Fresh and Fit during their like debate or discussion or whatever the fuck that was fantastic. He did a great job. But like, why are you doing? Like, what are you doing? I don't understand. Maybe I don't watch enough H3H3 content. At least there's one person in the room that seems to know that. It's just like, so you're just mad that he blocked you, right? You're just mad about that? Like, silence, peasant. It's silly. It's silly, and Keemstar's out here trying to make fans fight each other, and I just thought it was kind of important to touch on and talk about a little bit. But that's it. That's all I had. I told you it was going to be a short one today, and I don't want to waste everybody's time by, like, pontificating about nonsense. Tomorrow is going to be really interesting, though. Tomorrow I'm actually going to go through Aaron, Veda, and all, like, that company of, there's an online group of harassers that have been going to court, and losing their court battles left, right, and center because they decided to harass a private person. And a friend of mine wrote up a statement for court, one of the court things in California, and she wrote that up and just updated it a little bit for us. And we're going to go through that because I gave them all time to read through it, process it, go over it themselves. One of them tried and failed, and we already laughed at that. So I'm going to go through it so you guys can kind of get a good timeline, because as I've been promising, a timeline. So this is just a rough what happened on YouTube timeline. I don't have a timeline of stuff that is not publicly available information, so it's just the public stuff. Specifically the stuff that was going on YouTube and Reddit and a little bit on Facebook. So I'll show you guys that tomorrow. And on Thursday, I've got Mars Girl coming on to talk about her 11-hour Vic Mignogna documentary. So stay tuned for that. If you're interested in more educational entertainment content, I do volcano tracking over on Debate Hub with Landon, who is a volcanologist, a hobby volcanologist, as well as an engineering professional. And that will be on Friday. I also have a climate change, I have a meteorologist coming on to talk to me about climate change stuff over there as well, and that is on Wednesday. So, and I have some professors in the Bible coming on to talk about Jordan Peterson and PragerU and Exodus. So if you're interested in more of that kind of amusing conversation, that's going on. March is already starting to look pretty booked as well. So yeah. Thanks for joining me. I'm gonna get out of here. I don't want to waste everybody's time. I'm gonna go clean a bathroom. Thank you. Goodbye. I know it was short. Usually I'm here for 2 hours. Okay, bye. I'll be here forever tomorrow. See you later, guys. Have a good day. Like and share and subscribe and all that shit. Who cares? Go away. Go away. This is fucking stupid. This is fucking dumb and I hate it.
I disagree infinitely about the way that was dumb, and I hate it. And I hate it. By the way, I hate it. I think it's dumb and I hate it. And I think that it's dumb and it's stupid. I think that it's stupid.